Buenos días, buenas noches, mi gente. Welcome back to another playthrough. This time we're bringing you some LA Noire. It's been a while since I played this game, since the last live stream. And so I wanted to finish this because I did start it with the intentions of finishing it. It's one of the great classics, LA Noire. So without further ado, let's hop right back into it. I think we're supposed to go here first. So I have to boot up the old PS4.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit and 3 identified.
Let's go check that out.
Through this intersection.
Shit kind of loud.
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3 identified.
11K, go ahead.
You're crazy.
If I'm crazy, it's your fault. Running around behind my back. How am I supposed to trust you, goddammit?
Whoa, sir. I think you ought to calm down.
Mind your own goddamn business. Why is everybody always on my case?
Oh, shh. Before we shot him.
Officer down! Watch it! You pound are alive!
Don't shoot me!
Give it up, old man!
Get the bastard.
Find some cover! Give me some cover!
Kind of didn't want to come.
Car 11K. Code 4 at Alvera Street, but I'll need an ambulance. Shots fired, and suspect is down.
Roger on your ambulance, 11 King. All units be advised, code 4 at the Alvera Street Plaza.
This is Alvera Street. Means that this is Union Station. Alameda, El Pueblo. Yeah, Union Station. Bro, they need to make like a second one of this game. It's so unfortunate that Rockstar doesn't like, they don't focus on making great games anymore. They just focus on what's gonna make them the most money. Because despite this being on the PS4 like it does, I can see now when PC players are so used to playing on like PC with a higher refresh rate, or just you could just tell, like even when like playing, like going back to playing the first Witcher, even though it's a low poly game, you could just tell.
Central unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
Go ignore that for now. I actually don't know if those are all different.
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it.
I wonder if he was gonna tell me something. I'm wondering how the AI actually is in this game. Driving is a little clunky. Just like driving around. Driving almost feels the same as Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is a lot worse though, that's for sure.
You boys ready? Follow me.
11825, code 6.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
A letter. I hope that this letter finds you in a better way than when we last parted. Bitter wounds, bitter words were exchanged. You had taken too much liquor, and we both know what that makes you become, but I am not willing. Writing to her as an excuse.
Someone was trying to get her to come home. We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Oh, you can move the PS4 thing in the middle to examine it. That's crazy.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Hold up, I wanna examine it again. Right, that's. I mean, this is interesting. It's a little like niche. It's a very specific feature.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Sheesh.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman.
Man here.
The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now. Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
Was a weirdo, bro.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
I hate that they changed the good cop, bad cop, and accused, like, because I think the good cop and bad cop used to be doubt. Like, bad cop was doubt. Good cop was true, so he's telling the
Did you
truth.
take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Doubt.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Get this sack of shit out of here. But there needs to be more like Detective Cops. Like, they need to bring another game like this back. Other than those Sherlock Holmes games. I actually hear the pigeons.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thank you.
You're behind the wheel. You know the way. You can drive.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
I like how even though I made him drive, it still included that part, that conversation. I just rather deal with the driving instead of having to deal with like a loading screen, like for fast traveling.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
This alcoholic.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around.
Yeah, that was definitely not gonna work out.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. She wasn't always such a loner.
That dude.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
I like interiors like this. I like being able to just walk into buildings. I feel like this is one of the first Rockstar games that had that.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit to pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy.
For a boy?
She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
Doubt. You lying, bro. Why you lying?
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Let's go out this way. Oh, what else you got? Where should we go now? Dude, we should go to the bar. There's this pawn. We never even went to the pawn location. Hidden vehicle? Oh, these are all hidden vehicles. I don't think I'm gonna go back over there. I don't even have waypoints. Oh shit.
I need you to take a left at the next corner. You don't need to turn here. Okay, at the next corner, go right. Up ahead, you make a right. Okay, at the next corner, go right.
There's no radio change. Can't change the radio.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
50 bucks?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. You'll feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Who said, you know, one of those forgettable faces? What does that even mean? I like the little, you know, the detail. I've been playing San Andreas, so it's nice to see like a little bit of like clutter and attention to detail and little things. Because what I think, actually, I think this game came out after.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. You got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it. We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Purpose having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
He's on the park.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
Let's get looked up.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
You want to save me some
Doubt
time, or
like
do you
a
want me to look up your
motherfucker.
file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
I like how if you like ask so much question authority or your labor or your job or anything like that, or you even like dared ask for rights, you were just considered a communist. Like, how dare you, bro? How dare you want rights? How dare you, you socialist commie bastard?
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Car 11K, Car 11K, come in.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central, Code 2.
Thanks, ma'am.
Take the next left.
Putting the emergency brake on the right bumper doesn't seem like a bad idea, actually. Instead of always having it on X, the right bumper just feels more like, I don't know, like you're hitting the brake or something like that. Almost the same feeling as pressing like the left trigger to hit the brake.
Straight on. You're taking the next left.
Oh. Shader's now loading in. What's this? Honestly, I just wanted a reason to like revisit this game too. It's been so long.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Olive oil comes from olives. Where does baby oil come from?
You gotta move?
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt
Jeez.
is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Trace address to...
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Mouthpiece sort of strips off me at the grand jury.
Cole
Case
Phelps,
got
badge
thrown out.
1247.
How can I
telling
help,
you,
Detective?
it'll never stick.
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks for your help. Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What you got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Jeez. If... Only if... I guess that's one way to put it.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an
She's so
investigation,
old.
ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Who just started running already?
Tiernan! LAPD! There!
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
How did I spin out of control?
Come on, Phelps, you're losing that little weasel. He's going through the square.
I hope the people see him in time to get out of the way. If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
What if they run because someone's setting them up? Because they feel...
Put your hands in the air!
Because they feel like someone's setting them up. Could be too.
Take the next right.
Keep on going. Jesus, Phelps! Swing left.
Oh, yeah, because I'm not in the cop car, we're not getting these alerts.
Easy.
I wish more GTA games picked up on that, on this cutscene. Like when you approach, when you approach something, it just cuts out like that. I wish they would have, that would have been something they incorporated more.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Apartment 6.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame. Means there's nobody to let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
It's almost too convenient. Now that I think about it, it's really too convenient. Fundamentals of critical. It's circumstantial, but a dude is reading these kind of books. He's reading about Autostrada. You really think he would have, like, I don't know. This guy's not dumb. Her walking. I love when does that actually work. Just love interiors, bro. I just love stuff like that.
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
I like how in this one they implemented like Assassin's Creed kind of feature where you just hold down the right trigger, you just, you know, run and, you know, climb and do all that. Wonder if they were thinking about implementing that and seeing how that would like work with GTA.
Give it up, LAPD. Don't make me chase you.
What the fuck? Wait.
Can't we talk about this? Can't we?
Dude, why can't I block?
Can't we talk about this? Can't we talk about this?
Alright. It like glitched. I couldn't block. That was weird. Cause I think I was about to tackle him right when that cutscene happened. So I don't know. That was kind of weird.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Head right.
Oh, you're fine. I forgot out. Hey, let's be for real, bro. What are you really gonna do?
Take the next left.
Why does the game sound like that?
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
Bro, you last seen her.
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this.
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at it once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but, you know, I'm not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
How convenient.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left! That was it!
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. But she would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, and McCaffrey was a hero. McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Guy gave his wife a...
Cool. It's cool that you can see him through the
You
window.
ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
Why you got the torn letter?
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
Bro, that shit does not make sense.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Well, you got the freaking. I got his accusation.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Vice boys get any on
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks.
Jeez. And he beat a woman to death, almost.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you, because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Parker or Green?
Fool really said that too.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box. And he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn. And that it was all over the radio. And that he would protect me. And I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. Was it me?
Yeah, who was it?
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at the prison graveyard.
Death row.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and infilade. Mate, we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant! Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes.
I'm in charge here, Sergeant.
Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
We don't have time for this, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river.
My orders are to reconnoiter the...
I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
No one else but the killer knew about this message. To suffer woes which hope thinks infinite, to forgive wrongs darker than death or night.
To defy powers which seem omnipotent, to love and bear, to hope creates. Unwrecked the thing it contemplates, neither to change nor falter nor repent. This like thy glory, Titan is to be good, great, and joyous, beautiful, and free. Part.
Another snippet from the Shelley poem. If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Terrellson.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarrelson murder, not to mention the Muller
Hang
case.
on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, gentlemen.
Looking in wonder.
Ah, fuck it.
While yet
I
the
knew this
music
run was too
pealed
good to be
along,
true.
I hid myself within a fountain in the public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to... Forget what it's supposed to... What does he want it
Where are you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
A what? Story with 2 meanings. A symbolic meaning. But that's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain, thanks, Ray.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
Solve that big case.
That bum took a swipe at me, so I put him down with my sap.
It's interesting. It's just like a bigger conspiracy. Like, what's really going on?
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn...
I survived the war for this?
Extra, read all about it!
Doesn't say anything else.
All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We've got to get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said. The department is not going to take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
Success is a double-edged sword.
Let's just get this sick pervert and have it done with.
Yeah, even though all the evidence points to a person, doesn't mean that it's the person.
Rather you than me, Phelps. You know the local hobos use that as a latrine.
There is a cave, all overgrown with trailing, odorous plants which curtain out the day. Where next? Elizabeth Short, Betty Short, Black Dahlia. Elizabeth Short's Social Security card.
Jesus Christ.
That's not all. There's another stanza from Shelley.
Can you work it out?
You got a city map? See if you can work out where he's taking us. I don't like this freak leading us around by the nose.
Fuck. A cave. Gosford depicts a mountain cave outgrown with plants. Cave.
I just don't know how to dance to bebop. Goddamn Harry thinks he can get fresh.
Hurry your ass up, bro.
Him. It's really him, the fuck who killed the Dahlia. Can you believe this? He's leading us.
It's his game, Rusty. He may want someone to catch him, but he's extremely dangerous. I doubt if he will give up easily.
Suits me down to the fucking ground. We clip this fuck and we get citations. What a day to be a cop. That pencil-pushing Parker won't be able to shove me aside after this.
Talking about some girl? What is he talking about?
Up ahead, you make a right.
This car's slow.
Can I help you, sir?
Detectives, LAPD. This is very important, sir. How do we get to the top of the chandelier?
You what?
Have a little faith, pal. We're in a real hurry.
Head up to the top floor. There's an access panel and a ladder in the maintenance room.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'm going out there, Rusty.
Better you than me.
Bro. Bro, what the fuck is... I don't understand why he keeps fucking falling, bro. Ain't no way this motherfucker really got up here.
Deirdre Muller's missing watch.
I like how we just leave this evidence up here. Roofed over
Temples high
sculpture.
of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculptures and posy. Where have I seen that?
Jesus Christ, Cole, get off that goddamn thing.
Find a rope, Rusty!
There isn't time. See if you can swing that thing from side to side. Get it over the edge, then jump for it.
Swing, damn it. Come on.
Yeah, we're done.
It's gonna go any second. Swing that goddamn thing and jump for it.
That was too close.
Yeah, well, the higher you climb, the further you fall.
Let's get out of here.
Another Dahlia clue?
No. A yellow gold wristwatch.
The Molar Dame.
Yes. And a scrap of the poem.
Another location.
If I can work it out.
Yeah, I've seen that. Let's see what this song. There's actually something else I wanted to see. What happened to the security guard? Security guard's like, oh, okay, guys, so which one of you is gonna pay for this? Because I don't get paid enough for this. Alright, that's done. Olympic Boulevard. Okay. So now what? We gotta go. Find the other location. Okay. Alright, let's see. All the records. drew in ancient Egypt to create his high temple-like central light. The building is roofed over. Light of learning. Is it this one?
And now, national news from American Century Broadcasting.
Yes, no. Oh, no, there. So it actually updates. From the temple's high of man's ear eye, roofed over sculpture and the LA Library.
He keeps mementos from all his victims.
This guy needs to be taken out of circulation.
He takes pleasure at stringing us along, demonstrating how much smarter he is.
You can enjoy it while it lasts. Got you now, genius. Coming for you.
You know what I wonder? I wonder if there's an LA Noire iceberg video. I definitely want to watch that. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Phelps!
I think this is the same grass from GTA 5. What just happened?
I'm pulling rank here, Cole. I'm not hauling myself up there. Go get him, Tiger.
You'd slow me down anyway, old timer.
I honestly do not remember none of this. Am I gonna have to go to the top? Oh my god, this shit. Bro. Okay, bro. I literally have no idea why it's going to one side and not the other, bro. This shit is like infuriating me right now. It's like once you start messing with the balance, I don't know. It's weird. Freaking cold, man. This guy's a detective and a natural, just an athlete, man. Oh, here we go. Dude, you can go the opposite way. I don't understand. Like, am I supposed to go the opposite way? I don't understand.
Sometimes a step backwards is a step in the right direction.
Wait, what am I supposed to do right now? No, I'm dead. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I hate this fucking thing, bro. Oh my god.
I'm pulling rank here, Cole.
Shut the fuck
Not all
up,
of my
fat
stuff
ass.
up there. Go get it, Tiger.
You'd slow me down anyway, old-timer.
Fucking alcoholic. So I don't understand. I have to go back down. I don't fucking get why. I thought I had to jump.
Sometimes a step backwards is a step in the right direction.
He says that as if like, oh, you need to go backwards, like you're going the wrong way.
Our Lady of Guadalupe, ripped from Antonia's necklace. Ground which death laughed, sepulchred emblems of dead destruction, ruin within ruin. So this is a treasure hunt.
And on-call skeletons or statues form veins and prodigious shapes huddled in gray annihilation split, jammed in the heart, black, deep. We're talking about the La Brea tar pits. Thank God I don't
What is it
know.
this time?
The religious medal from the Maldonado case.
The Dahlia, Moeller, Maldonado. When this gets out...
We still have to find the guy, Rusty.
Another poem. Well, you must have some idea, right? Come on, Phelps. We're on a roll here. Don't let me down.
The La Brea. I'm gonna leave your house, bro, if you don't hurry the F up.
We're gonna catch hell for this. Banging up innocent men.
The newspapers will crucify the guy.
Give me a break.
The newspapers will crucify the guy. They won't have time to wonder about our mistakes. We'll be okay, Rusty, as long as we catch the guy.
I hope you're right, Cole. Be famous.
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
How do I get that car? Can I get in or what? Just too bad about the radio. A little shit. It's a hidden vehicle there. We got that after. Where are we? We barely see our marker. MacArthur Park.
Cole!
What, man? It's not doing it quick enough, bro. Still takes a while for things to load in, even in this game. I'm spoiled, bro, because I didn't start noticing that until, you know, you start playing games that don't have that. And you're like, why the fuck is my shit doing that? How am I supposed to
These are
go?
my best shoes, Phelps. I'll leave you to it.
Very funny.
Whoa! Get a move on, Cole. Those boards are sinking. You want to end up like the other fossils?
How do you even build these?
Gangway staked around, Phelps. Can you see it through the tar?
Easy.
How you doing out there?
I'd be doing better if you were the one trying to get across this thing.
Steady.
Why would they make the path like this?
Whoa!
You don't want to fall in now, Phelps.
That's at the forefront of my thinking.
Why wouldn't they just make it one straight path? Like, that's not realistic. So whatever.
One of Teresa Terreldson's shoes.
From Other
sphere which is as many thousand spheres. Okay, where to now?
These are so vague, bro.
What is it?
An open-toed white shoe, and another stanza from the poem.
Oh, I really thought that hobo bum did the Terrelson broad.
Confessions from the insane aren't the most credible evidence, Rusty.
Is this thing over?
It's all part of his power over us, making us run around all over the city for the crumbs he's leaving us.
So if we keep this up, we can find the guy?
You know what? I forgot to low-key take thumbnails.
features the best live programming and transcribed shows. KBI 760.
So this guy looks out for women in bars who've had too much to drink.
Women in bars. Fear.
Who are emotionally disturbed.
Need a shoulder to cry on, he plies them with booze.
Probably offers them a lift home.
Then beats their brains out and strangles them. Could be any schmo hanging out in a bar.
No, not anyone. He displays the bodies, leaves us messages. For all the violence, it's very controlled behavior.
On it goes. When do you think we'll reach the end of this thing?
The center of the proverbial labyrinth? How long's a piece of string? How many unsolved murders have we got in this city?
How many solved ones? This guy's got a screw.
Okay, we gotta go into the maze.
You ever been in here,
Should be
Galloway?
fun.
No, I have no intention of going in. I heard that thing's tricky. I'm gonna wait here and have a quiet smoke. Think about hidden meetings.
Closest way to the center, hopefully. On the right way. I feel like, oh yeah, it's W.
once belonging to Celine Axford Henry. Thrones, altars, judgment seats, and prisons. No, it couldn't be.
Thrones.
See? That was easy.
I found Celine Henry's ring.
How far does this thing go? How did we not catch this nut job?
I mean, they still never caught him because even after the Dahlia murders, people still.
The heck?
Altar, throne.
He's leaving us this trail of evidence.
Why? Vanity. He wants to see if there's anyone out there smart enough to catch him.
He leaves us evidence, but every location is a trap.
He's testing us, physically and mentally, to see whether we are worthy of him.
The Titan guy, who had the stoush with God.
Very good. You thinking about reading some Shelley?
All that egghead stuff? I'm sticking to the funny papers and the form guide. You sleep better at night.
Egghead. Such a Fallout reference. This is low-key make scratching that itch for Fallout. Been watching a lot of lore videos for Fallout, so either Fallout is gonna be the next series I do, cause of that London mod, which might be more likely, or it's gonna be the Witcher series, but more likely it's gonna be the Fallout series that I'm gonna want to do. It's a hidden car right here. One of my officers, you know, set this up for me. Oh yeah, the wooden one. Chrysler Woody. Classic.
Take a left. Just ignore this turn. We're going straight here.
slow piece of junk, dude. I should have just had him drive. I'm literally there. Fuck. Christ, crown of thorns. Fell into this birthday tree collapsed on the roof. It was September 1939. This also makes me want to play Mafia, which is another game I've been wanting to go back and visit. I don't know if I'll play Mafia 3 because I've already beat that one. I had just beaten it when I started my whole YouTube channel, so maybe I'll give it some time. Maybe after Fallout or Witcher series. I know I do want to do Fallout, Witcher, and Splinter Cell.
There's the throne up there. Now it's just a matter of getting to it.
I think we're already here for another case now. Alright, hit that 2-hour mark. End this recording soon, hopefully right after this.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole, I'll get you off of there.
What just happened?
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole, I'll get you off of there.
You gotta make it to the next platform. Get that thing as close as you can, then jump.
Shit. Took his ass sweet time. Wait, where am I going? I said, what the hell am I on? Oh, and I gotta go back and beat the Uncharted series, bro. There's a bunch of games I gotta beat on my PS4. I never even...
Typewriter ring. Evelyn Summers.
Time to give my PC a break. Try to beat as many games on my PS4 as I can.
Place he calls home. End of the line.
Oh shit.
No, 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 no! Come on! Ah, no!
I thought the whole thing was gonna come crashing down on.
I thought so too. He murdered Evelyn Summers, Rusty. The last trophy was her ring.
You find another piece of the poem?
Yes. The last piece.
You sure, Cole?
Let's find out.
Continue to respond.
Might see this as a cry for help.
God's sake, Phelps. I'm not trying to justify this.
Hear me out, Rusty. This guy has been successfully slaughtering women in this town for half a year, maybe longer. He researches who he kills, and then plants evidence.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports
I went too fast.
Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
It's also Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but I never got to play. The PS4 is just so loud, bro.
Reminds me of my days as an altar boy.
There's a light coming from the house.
Nothing hasty, gentlemen. Keep your hands where I can see them, or I'll be forced to redecorate the stucco with your entrails.
We're from the LAPD, sir. I'm gonna tell you only once to lower your weapon.
The LAPD, you say? Is it really possible you could have found me after all this time? How interesting.
Put down the gun, shitbird. Last warning.
This boorish ignoramus could never have found me. It was you, wasn't it? Do you remember me, detective?
The temp bartender.
Yes, you found me. You know what I'm capable of, and yet you walk in here like lambs dressed for the slaughter.
We'll see about that. Where did he go?
Down the tunnel?
We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
The house, Rusty. There must be another entrance into the house. LAPD, give yourself up.
I really never looked in here. Bro, I don't know why. I just love the graphics. Like, they're not the greatest, but I just like... I appreciate them for some reason. much blood.
You realize this must have been the place, Rusty.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Medical experience, maybe? At least some working knowledge of biology. He's cruel and he's methodical. I hate to think what he's done with this thing. It's the basis for all his riddles. Prometheus defied the cruel gods. This guy thinks he's doing the same thing.
Defying gods can be hazardous to your health. We're going down there.
I'll go. Call for backup and keep an eye out above ground and see where this thing comes out. Don't let me down, Rusty.
You're an interesting man, Detective. Why the police? You're obviously overqualified.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Do I get a sense you're looking for personal redemption? Do you think we have something in common?
Oh yeah,
Surrender now or I will use deadly force.
Are you acquainted with slaughter? Does it attract you? Have you felt the fear? Understood? Are you comfortable out of the light, officer? Are you comfortable here?
This thing has come to an end. You know that.
What is he? Is he going around in circles?
You're exactly what I expected. We were looking for a low achiever. Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
What am I like? So janky.
Where's the press, Cap? I think Phelps and I should get a medal for this. This has got to be the case of the year, right? The case of the century when you think about it.
Are you finished?
Yes, Skipper.
Good. Because there won't be any press briefings or commendations.
What are you talking about? We got the werewolf, the guy who killed the Dahlia, killed all the other broads.
You got no one. Mason was a ghost.
Can you at least tell us why, Captain?
Mason is the half-brother of one of the most highly elected officials in this country.
How high?
Beyond the moon for mere mortals like us, Rusty. There'll be no more mention of him. The city owes you both, but there'll be no mileage in ever bringing this up again.
What's going to happen to the suspects in the cases, Captain? I won't be a part of that.
A bit of missing evidence at the grand jury. A procedural error here, a mistake there. They'll all be quietly let go. The DA knows how we'll have to play it.
That's it?
I'm afraid it is. And I have some news for you, Phelps. No more rooting around in the entrails of cadavers and corpses for you. The head of Vice has asked the chief for you. I'm reluctant to see you go to the glory boys of Vice, but my hands are tied. Go home to that lovely wife of yours. Celebrate your promotion.
Sheesh. The truth lost all but a handful of men. I wouldn't even be surprised if that's actually how it went down, bro. I wouldn't even be surprised. Should I end it here? I should continue it. I'm gonna end it here because I think in the next one it's just gonna start to most likely it's just gonna start the next case. So as always, man, it's been a pleasure and honor to have y'all join me. It's your boy Mugen saying peace, and we out. Love ya.